Jaden McDaniels scored 25 points for a career best in the playoffs and spearheaded another stifling defensive performance by the Minnesota Timberwolves in a 105-93 victory over the Phoenix Suns to take a 2-0 lead in their first-round series on Tuesday night. Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert each added 18 points to help the Timberwolves offset the smothering of Anthony Edwards by the Suns, who held the All-Star to 15 points after allowing him 33 in the opener. Edwards went 3 for 12 from the floor. The teams head to Phoenix for Game 3 on Friday night. Minnesota has held a 2-0 series lead only one other time in franchise history, against Denver in the first round in 2004 en route to a 4-1 series victory. Devin Booker scored 20 points, Kevin Durant added 18 and sixth man Eric Gordon had 15 for the Suns, who again failed to get their high-octane offense in gear. The big three of Booker, Durant and Bradley Beal combined to shoot 18 for 45, with McDaniels leading the list of reasons for the slump. After building an 8-point lead in the second quarter and taking a 51-50 edge into halftime, the Suns wore down while Karl Anthony Towns' 12 points got going after early foul trouble. Phoenix lost starting guard Grayson Allen to an aggravated ankle sprain in the third quarter, during which the Wolves used a 12-0 run to create some breathing room. Edwards sank a 22-footer on Durant during that surge to make it 70-63, and the momentum, and the crowd noise, carried into the fourth quarter. Conley found Gobert with a bounce pass off the pick and roll for an easy slam and an 84-76 lead. The Wolves later extended to 19 points, before the 17-year veteran point guard swished a corner three-pointer that electrified the arena. The "Wolves in 4" chant popped up in the final minutes. The Wolves used their lockdown defense to stifle two-thirds of Phoenix's big three and a heavy dose of Edwards on the attack to deliver a 25-point win in Game 1 on Saturday. Suns coach Frank Vogel said the 22-year-old rising star needed to see 5 bodies every time he had the ball, and the Suns never hesitated to send multiple defenders swarming into his space. The Timberwolves had trouble making them pay, shooting 9 for 32 from three-point range. The bench production that helped them dominate the opener waned. The whistles were tighter this time, leading to a costly 3-foul first quarter for Towns that kept him out until halftime. But McDaniels, Gobert and anyone else wisely attacked the basket with abandon, making sure the Wolves could use their size advantage inside. They passed their test of maturity, too. Booker slammed his forearms into McDaniels after a stray elbow, triggering McDaniels into an ill-advised shove that drew him a technical foul. But the fiery 23-year-old recovered nicely after that. Yusuf Nurkic, 10 points, 14 rebounds, helped negate some of Gobert's award-winning and shot-altering defense. After the Timberwolves set a franchise playoff record with a +24 rebounding margin, the Suns had a 41-39 edge. Pascal Siakam scored 37 points and the Indiana Pacers overcame another fantastic first-half performance from Damian Lillard. Beat the Milwaukee Bucks 125-108 on Tuesday night and tie their Eastern Conference first-round playoff series at a game apiece. Indiana snapped a 10-game playoff losing streak that began with a Game 7 loss to Cleveland in a first-round series in 2018. The Pacers were swept by Boston in 2019 and by Miami in 2020. 2 nights after scoring all 35 of his points in the first half of the Bucks' 109-94 Game 1 victory, Lillard had 26 by halftime Tuesday and finished with 34. It wasn't enough. Lillard didn't get enough help with the Bucks once again missing 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo due to a strained left calf. Antetokounmpo hasn't played since he was hurt in an April 9 victory over the Boston Celtics. The series heads to Indianapolis for Game 3 on Friday. The Pacers led the NBA with 123.3 points per game during the regular season but posted their lowest point total and field goal percentage, .396, while shooting 8 of 38 on three-pointers in Game 1. This time, Indiana looked more like the team that won 4 of 5 regular season matchups with the Bucks while scoring at least 122 points in each. Siakam, who won an NBA title with Toronto in 2019, led the way, going 16 of 23 from the floor. He also had 11 rebounds and 6 assists. Siakam scored 36 points in Game 1. Miles Turner scored 22 points and Andrew Nebbard 20 for the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton had 12 points and 12 assists. Milwaukee's Brook Lopez scored 22 points and shot 6 of 7 from three-point range. Chris Middleton scored 15 points. Bobby Portis had 14 points and 11 rebounds. Despite another big first half by Lillard, the Bucks trailed 60-55 at the break as Indiana went 10 of 20 on three-point attempts. The Pacers extended the lead to 11 early in the third quarter. The Bucks went on an 8-0 run and cut Indiana's lead to 79-78. But Portis missed a 14-footer that would have put Milwaukee ahead with 3:28 left in the third. Indiana pushed its lead to 92-83 by the end of the period. Milwaukee rallied early in the fourth when Indiana's Obi Toppin was called for a flagrant 1 foul against Pat Connaughton on a drive to the basket. That enabled Milwaukee to retain possession after Connaughton sank a free throw that completed a three-point play to cut Indiana's lead to 92-88. But after Milwaukee's Jay Crowder missed a three-pointer, Indiana reeled off 8 consecutive points in a 74-second span to grab a 12-point advantage with 9:17 left. Indiana ultimately pushed its lead to 23 points.